Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn.
Get 'em.
Folks, today we are wrapping up season 2 of Interview with the Vampire. This is, of course, episode 8, the epic conclusion we've all been waiting for. No words. Let's just go.
All right, well, it's time for the part 2 finale. Oh, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see where we go after the last episode. Sorry to Claudia and Madeline. We'll definitely miss you.
This series has been building and building and building, and I feel like there's so much anticipation going into this final episode. The penultimate was incredible as the handful of previous episodes. Please don't let us down.
All right.
This finale.
Without further ado, then, let's go!
Was that Louis we're hearing?
That's what I'm thinking.
Nicholas. Hey, there he is. There's Nicholas.
My ankles healed in the coffin, the flesh having circled around the insulating rocks of my deathbed.
Are they still there right now in your feet?
If you took an x-ray, they'd look like little cancers.
You could remove them anytime you wanted to.
Or maybe he has, and he's been lying to you all these years.
Daniel.
I tried to paint alternatives. Lucid what ifs. Wear a different suit the night you meet Lestat at the fair play. Snatch the piece of candy back from the barber when you're 7 years old. Would I have been stronger sooner?
All the what ifs.
I'm dragged off stage and buried alive. Any candy's not the answer.
Oh, what a transition that was.
I had no energy to scream. If I had, I would have used it to ignite the clothes on my body. Self-immolate. What was left to endure for?
Oh, just his memories.
And Santiago improvised a worse death. He had outwitted me, hurt me deeply, and I played up that hurt. My subjugation cemented his power amongst the coven.
So,
Oh.
I placed a sacrifice in an old vault coffin. Swapped that coffin for Louis'. I was the defeated vampire, Mr. Malloy. No one was looking.
uh-huh.
I don't read the Bible much anymore.
No one gives a shit about Lazarus's point of view, is what I remember.
I tasted the blood. I knew it was his. Why? I thought. Claudia is dead. I was dead. But my rage.
Oh, my rage.
Why that place, it wasn't certain, it wasn't safe to return to the apartment. That would imply it was rational. Proximity to the theater,
I don't know.
maybe.
Gosh.
Uh-oh.
Got us sucked in.
My rage was lightheaded.
My rage killed without a single measure of satisfaction.
Oh.
Rage found a forgotten crypt amongst the forgotten dead. My rage hid its killings there.
Oh, jeez.
Hans?
Jesus.
Wow, he is losing it.
He's just losing his mind right now.
Yeah.
Never had to do that.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites derrière la moto?
Well, you're about to,
Lunch.
High in the stairs, cut their feet off if they go up, but in rage if they run downstairs for the soup.
That's better.
Hans is a big boy. Gustav is strong.
Why haven't you left Paris?
If you get in a fight or delay, you'll be consumed with them.
One more dance on this, And this one, I want you to borrow your truck.
Louis,
I don't have any use for it now.
I know. They're going to find out what I did. Do not worry about me.
Oh.
Sam tossed her in the rat box. In the rat box was Sam. Hans hauled me off. Ugly costume. Twan. Watch to die. Quan. Haul me out.
Louis.
Watch to die.
Oh, look at all the
He is getting
people he's got in there.
I know you will never forgive me. I am not seeking forgiveness. Louis, is that you?
Did you save me at the trial?
Yes.
You pulled me out the wall?
Yes. I could not save her. If I thought there was a way, I would have.
It's not what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
Do not find yourself at the theater tomorrow night at curfew.
Okay.
My prevailing thought was, if I'm not with him, I'm nothing.
Him, I'm nothing. Okay, so what was the plan?
The plan? I was going to die.
Madness.
It's just
Take as many of them with me as I could.
When a vampire commits himself to coffin, all the senses collapse into submission, and the
we
dark
go.
boundaries of the world begin to stretch.
Oh, so they can't smell the gas.
I could have been a marching band or a jet engine taking off a tarmac until Paris spun back round to the sun. The advantage was mine.
This music is super cool for this.
Oh, it's all Claudia's books.
whoa.
Six by fire, two by blade.
Blade.
No legs, one arm, still clutching onto his clarinet. 9 in all. And with no sign of Armand or Lestat, that meant 4 had escaped. 2 out the front, 2 through the sewer.
Santiago.
It had to be the London Coven. They have always been jealous of us. It's because we started speaking English. It's because we took over from Armand and they smelled weakness, you idiot! Or maybe it was...
Uh-oh.
You tried drinking from after. It was London. Often, it's an act of passion.
Boom.
Oh! Whoopsie.
Oh, you just sense that?
Hello, Francis.
Oh.
You.
Yes, me.
Who gave Claudia that hot exit from the garden?
Come to me.
Did Armand tell you what we did with our ashes after he pulled you from the wall?
Come to me, Francis.
We used her as eyeshadow for the next month's performances. We put them in the pepper shaker for the popcorn we sold in the aisles.
Oh, gross.
You farbug bugger!
Nah, that's the Spaniard's name you took. Took it to forget who you were. Francis took it to compensate for what God denied you, Francis.
His name is Francis. Sorry with Deadpool.
She only thought it was small because my testicles are so enormous.
What was it the nature of the transformation that made you change your name? The desperate begging, the urine racing down your leg, as Francis desperately tried to take back his wish to be a vampire.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
all this backstory.
Cool. Certainty. Good.
Sorry.
As he walked away, I don't care what you call yourself. Come to me.
Oh, that'll do it. What a sneak attack.
I'll feed the head to the lions. Like you said, you were gonna with Lestat.
Say that shit about Claudia to my face.
Right into the camera. That was cool.
And it made him an uncomplicated seduction.
He brought a cloak to a knife fight.
And all my rage and madness exited my body, and nothing replaced it.
Mind splaining yourself?
Interesting, the sunbeam cuts him in half.
They were all on stage waiting for me. told me they had done a rewrite, tossed the script at my feet, and I saw the title, and I thought, it's my coven of 200 years, or him. And at the time, I could not count on your love lasting as long.
Ooh.
When you spent nights over here,
I lied to you over and over.
then once think, and all that time telling me, make a different plan with me.
Thank you. That's what I said.
I will spend my life making it up to you.
Make it up to you.
Claudia's gone, dude.
Is Lestat still in Paris?
You'll never be able to kill him.
That wasn't my question.
Yes, he's still here.
Wake you when it's night again.
Ask for a child. The lights going out of your blue eye, like all the summer days are gone.
Uh-oh, we gonna have the love triangle here?
Was it a good day's rest? Does it take a lot out of you? Destroying everything in your wake? Well, almost everything.
You look small.
Details left to work out after the homicidal frolic?
That's where he kept you, chained to the wall.
No, this was for the disappointments. The ones before me. He had a knack for design. Nordic blondes on walls, dirty blondes in aisles. Right about where the gremlin stands now.
Oh, a gremlin?
Why you rehearsed a play that would burn your daughter alive? Why you crossed an ocean to rehearse a play that would burn your daughter alive?
Ooh,
The great laws.
Or did you ever follow Lestat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But the fact in and of itself makes your immediate desire an impossibility. I'd have to be willing, and I'm not in the mood.
My blood is your blood.
And yet,
Just gonna sit there with fireballs in her hands.
Here's your death, Lestat.
Oh, right in front of him.
Oh, talk about kicking the stat while he's down.
All right, how's this gonna play out?
He and I are going to spend the rest of our lives together. Wherever your miserable life takes you, whoever you find to endure time with, whatever pale proxy of me,
Oh,
I'll be with him. Just wanted you to know that.
enjoy you. Let's see how long it holds.
I don't remember.
I said, let's go see Egypt.
Then sailed port to port.
Settled in New York a good while, San Francisco.
And we did. Here, there, everywhere, and Dubai.
And that's the end of it. There's nothing else.
we'll see about that.
Well, so this wrapped up in a half an hour then, huh?
End of session.
Yeah.
More vermouth.
Just slammed that martini.
He loved you. I can say that now. He loved you a great deal. It must have been terrible for him to see us off that night.
Yeah, that blood looks thick. They're not questioning that the newspaper just had a manila envelope in it?
Mind if I ask a few follow-up questions? There's just some things I've been jotting down along the way.
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah, it's just small stuff. Like,
Oh, the questions.
Maker can't do that anymore after transformation, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he whispered it to me.
You said that 4 escaped the theater. Celeste, Estelle, Santiago, and...
Sam.
Whatever.
Time heals, Daniel. I believe he's a DJ now.
A DJ?
He wears a decorative helmet on his head when he performs.
Does he?
A marshmallow or something?
Rashid, should we begin dinner preparations?
Yes, sir. I do hope you'll join us.
I'd be honored. Okay,
What are we having for dinner?
the night that Lestat brings all those soldiers home and you tell him to throw them out, how many soldiers did he mine out of the townhouse that night?
I don't know.
10, 15?
More like 30?
Ooh, Armand is suspicious.
Oh, well, it seems to me, I mean, back to the trial again, it seems to me that there was more than one person in the theater that night who could have saved you.
Oh, Dan Lestat was the one that did banishment.
Oh, were my instincts right?
Hand the diary into the audience, have them feel the evidence in their hands. This is too early for Lestat to acknowledge Louis. Keep the tension. Have him look at Louis later the moment he describes meeting him in New Orleans. These are just some notes along the margins.
Are they buying this?
Animation here. It's not clear how extreme the hoarding was.
Where did you get that?
Read it for yourself.
That's Armand's handwriting, isn't it?
Oh my God. Armand wrote the play. Be careful. It's one of a kind.
Armand write everything.
It's one of a kind.
Like how he was
Busted!
Like how he fumbled.
I fucking knew it! I knew not to trust him.
That's when the Black Angel came.
But he came back.
And there's
He did, with her.
Look at the stand-ins they got for Louis and Claudia.
And now you rise from your chair and walk towards Claudia.
He didn't witness the play. He directed the play.
What say you for the vampire, Louis de Pointe du Lac? Guilty or not guilty?
And the sentence.
All right. It was Lestat.
yeah. So Sam wasn't even there by him. He distorted his.
Yep. Ah! My instincts were right all along. I knew it.
Oh, he's bleeding from the ears. That's how much
Yeah.
power he was using.
I knew it. Oak tuition from day one not to trust this motherfucker.
You were supposed to die with Claudia. He didn't save you. Lestat did.
It's a forgery.
Worked out perfectly.
It's from the Talamasca. Sam was their guy in Paris. He gave it to them. They gave it to me here.
Oh, got it from Sam.
Oh, Sam was in the Talamasca in Paris. Oh, what a reveal. All a lie, a big fucking lie. I knew you couldn't trust you. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
He's not much better than Lestat.
Yeah, let's just be
Don't you.
He still allowed Claudia to perish, so he's just been in 2 toxic relationships for the past like 2 centuries, like or century.
Get out of there.
Holy shit. Yep, you got to be more worried about Louis than...
Rashid? Rashid?
Get out of there, Daniel.
Rashid? I'm guessing Rashid left after he brought me the newspaper.
You're not to touch him. Do you understand? You harm him in any way, I will kill you. Do you understand? I'm leaving now. When I return, you need to be gone. You should gather your things from your room. I'll arrange a car and a plane to take you home.
It's a bit of a mess.
I'll see there's $10 million wired into your account. Thank you.
Helping him remember.
Oh.
Nobody's getting that story.
Wait, what? So the whole thing is lost?
It was all just for Louis to remember. It was just a story for him.
I was hoping the Caney will wait until July. Had 2 on the floor for New Edition at the Essence Festival.
New edition.
2 on the flow. Must have cost you.
Wasn't cheap. Me and my babe was on the bad side. Then I see they got New Edition headlining the festival. She had a thing for Ralph when she was young. You believe that? Ralph? So, answer me this. How come you coming in when everybody else getting out? This old debt said to be at least a 3. Could be a 4.
First time in New Orleans? You know, did my luggage arrive?
Yes, sir.
2 bags and an oversized crate early in the morning. So waiting for you in your suite.
Thank you.
Very generous, Mr. Tulak. Thank you, sir. Your card? Your key? We're happy to have you as long as you'll have us.
Well, the old Black American Express.
Whoa.
Now, everybody, if you want to turn your attention to the right at them big green pearly gates.
Well, Blackheart, he just said he was going to wire $10 million to Malloy, so.
Yeah.
Infamous part ever thrown in New Orleans. This is where 24 members of high society, they walked in them doors right there.
Oh, it's retelling the story.
Take a picture if you need to.
Man, look who's
The year, it's 1940. The man that owned this town home and that year's King of Raj went by the name Sebastian Melmoth. Now, a Monsieur Lysander Lioncourt, was a so-called Frenchman, a so-called seller of industrial machinery.
just enjoying this story.
Why would a man, a known hoarder and an infamous recluse, be named King of Raj in the first place? Sebastian knew a fella by the name of Tom Anderson. He was a former...
Tom Anderson!
Mr. Melmoth, he wasn't alone in 1132. Also in residence was a local Creole hustler and his little child bride. They were running a voodoo cult in the back rooms above the courtyard.
Oh, he's amused.
Mr. Melmoth and Tom Anderson, they brought back the who's who or who that. The next morning, couldn't nobody find head piece in none of them. What did they find?
A couple rats.
3 different rooms, bits of indeterminate pieces of bone inside the factory-sized incinerator.
The incinerator?
Oh, he looks like a Lost Boys vampire. Maybe a little Amish.
Oh, Louis on the case.
Oh, tattoo on the neck, maybe to cover up the bite marks. Do you think he's gonna find Lestat?
Saw a crane smashed into a low rise.
Yep, here he is.
What? You wild out there. Shut up. You be shut up. Crazy old man plane. Who's you?
Hello.
Who's he?
Louis.
Hello, Lestat.
Hello, Louis. Passing through?
No. I came to see you.
And what does your companion think of that?
Well, you were
I'm
right.
companion
Lestat.
enough for myself now.
Good for you. I don't have much time. I'm in the middle of rehearsing.
Rehearsing?
I'm going on tour. Margaret, she seems to have retired. And I thought, who better than me to carry on the great work? Just need about 50 more years of practice. Siri, pause.
I thought that was just music playing for the scene. That is awesome.
Well, he was playing along. You could see the tablet.
Well, I know he was playing along, but then I thought,
Oh, once it continued.
Yeah.
Did you save my life in Paris?
I gave you to Armand. You tell me if that was sane.
Why didn't you say it was me who saved you, not him?
I don't like to point out my virtues.
Such a lie.
I knew you'd figure it out. And look, you have. I was right. Oh, hell me.
Ugh. 70 years later. 77.
I didn't know it was a gift. I wore it like a curse. I was selfish. I tried to make nights awful, but I wanted you to suffer. Because I was suffering.
September 8th, 1973.
San Francisco?
It was 11:07 here. Armand called me. Were you there?
Yeah.
Oh, but Armand left something out of the conversation because he's a giant piece of shit.
I can't get her out of my mind.
Claudia.
You have the same problem. I can't, Louis. I can't.
Hey, it's not on you. I carried her home. I made you turn her. Could have saved her from the fire. So a half century later, she
Burn.
She looked at me at the end. like a child looking to her father. But I was never.
After all these years, we get the reunion.
Did I not say it? Love of his life.
Oh, did I not say love conquers all?
You did. You also said, what's love got to do with it?
We had to find out. We had to find out what the love had to do with it.
Well, now they got a hurricane to deal with.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay, if anybody.
You know, love can be a hurricane.
Love is a battlefield.
Well, they can withstand a tornado. Oh, and there goes the house.
And we are back.
Oh, look at Daniel with those sunglasses on.
Welcome back, Atlanta.
Hey, it's Gale, Breaking Bad.
Thanks, Leonard. It's a memoir, it's not fiction.
What is one of the main? Is it true or is it a joke?
Well, I've sold 5 million books in 4 months.
Yes.
You can't see the forest for the trees they killed printing it. Hey, Atlanta, check out the book fair this weekend.
It is going to be quite something. The Washington Post.
The Bezos Bugle.
You took a noble career.
Didn't even read it.
Put it in the shrine.
Didn't read the book.
Put it in the shrine.
Now you're a Bigfoot hunter chasing
Hey, man.
Jesus' bloodline.
I've sold millions of these books, more than Johnny Grisham.
Johnny Grisham.
It's a great
The Prisoner of
read,
Santa Barbara.
and you're a hack.
What a delight.
What a
Thanks so
delight.
much for being here, Daniel Malloy.
We know
Can't
what
wait
that
to read
one
the book.
Yeah. Can't believe they got Gale from Breaking Bad.
Oh my God. They must have had so much fun doing this.
Oh, what is this? What is this?
That's a cool thing.
Es un herético.
Oh, he's still hunted.
Reporting fans and cut out in town.
Cranium the Cossacks.
Louis Delac, it's me. Your royalty checks keep bouncing back to me, man. I need a forwarding address.
Why not send them to your editors at the Talamasco?
The shit they made me take out. No editor's next book, I promise.
There shouldn't have been a first book.
You want the 10 million back? Just say it, man.
Wait, is he a vampire now?
You know where I live?
I really wouldn't be staying
what
put
it
if I were
seemed.
He
you.
turned him.
Yep.
I'm guessing you haven't heard from my
Vibes.
maker.
From my maker.
I'm sorry you were burdened out of spite. I shouldn't have left you alone with him.
Make it up to me. We'll do a follow-up book.
What do you want, Daniel?
I'm worried about you.
I'm fine.
I keep hearing the other vamps talking about you. They're really f***ing pissed off about our book.
You want to write another with me?
Sequels, audiobooks, sex toys.
Look at that place he's got now.
It's getting early here, Daniel.
Get out of Dubai, Louis. Hey, where'd you get those headphones?
शिकार करो.
Matale. Kimberly.
Oh, coming for Louis.
So then that's why he likes that little little stone.
Yeah. Same ones that were in his coffin.
This is the vampire Louis Dulac. I live in the penthouse apartment at the Al Sharaf Towers in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. My front door is always unlocked. So for all you cowards out there talking shit, talking about taking a run at me,
Taking a run at the
hear
king.
this now. And hear it plain. I own the night.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was perfect.
Wow.
That was great. What a wrap up.
Oh,
Outstanding.
man. What? God. Just that at the end, I own the night.
Come for me if you want. That was brilliant. What an ending. Okay, so are we to assume that Lestat is the one who made Daniel?
No.
You think it was Armand?
Yeah, because that's why he said I shouldn't have left you there alone with him.
Okay, see, well, I was kind of curious on that one, so maybe that went over my head, but I'm glad.
Because if you remember the end of the movie, it's then like Daniel's
'Cause
driving away.
Christian Slater's driving away.
Yeah, wait,
he's
and then
coming after
and then
him.
Tom Cruise comes into the car and says, "Now you want to hear my side of it," and then that's and he
okay.
bites him in the neck and he's like, "I'm giving you a choice."
Okay, I remember I remember the car scene, but I didn't remember if Christian Slater got bit or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what a twist now. Now Daniel is a vampire, which, you know, I don't know. I guess he was on pretty borrowed time, I guess, anyways, with his diagnosis. So yeah, Daniel got turned, but you know what a finish this was with the reunion with Louis and Lestat back in New Orleans. I've in that house that, you know, while I don't think it was the same house, it certainly was reminiscent of the 7 years that Louis was in depression and the place was just a mess. So that was very interesting. The fact that Lestat was had himself a tablet, told Siri to turn off the music because he was working on a piano that he kind of, or a piano keyboard at least, that he kind of made. And I really like that. The other thing that I wanted to touch on real quick, when Armand and Louis were in that cell, I guess you'd say, that catacombs, wherever, when they found Lestat, and they were going to have this one last kind of spite at him as they walked away. It was, again, huge credit to Sam Reed, because with just his facial expressions, he conveyed at the same time a level of arrogance, but then also a level of sadness at the same time. And at least that's what I got out of it. To me, I mean, everything from his eyes to his mouth, you know, just the way he portrayed it was incredible, I thought, to do those two emotions at the same time that are completely different. Massive credit to him, because that's what I got. It was a level of superiority and arrogance, yet real sadness, and he just didn't want to let it through. So I that was actually the one thing that I wrote down from this whole thing that I wanted to note, because I thought it was that good. But yeah, this is the wrap up, and Lestat is going to go on tour. He thinks it's time, and I loved that Louis was able to come back and see that. And then prior, as Louis is going through New Orleans, he's hearing all the stories about everything that him and Lestat did. And some facts were a little incorrect. Some were maybe embellished. Some were changed. And he seemed to get a kick out of that. So that was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure where Louis' journey was going to go. But then once he got reunited with Lestat and he was back in Dubai and he's listening to everybody talk, of course, you know, having the conversation with Daniel, which they threw us off a little bit, having him talk on a phone. And I'm like, he just pulled that phone out now. What's going on? And then, of course, we got the reveal with Daniel's eyes and then talking about his maker. So that was a lot of fun. Great to see Gale from Breaking Bad having a little cameo in here. Again, seemed like the same guy. So that was a lot of fun. But a great wrap up. Look, the penultimate episode for me was the big one that had all the massive fireworks in it and all the excitement. This one, I don't want to say it brought it down a level, but it was on a different level of emotion. It was more of a calm, this is everything that's happening. Let's peel back the mystery. This is how it went. And Louis was finally able to get the truth after all these years. And I thought that the book was done when they burned the laptop. I'm like, okay, that's it. It was just a story just for Louis to remember. I didn't think that Daniel was going to be able to recover everything and get the book back together.
Well, we found out how he turned into a vampire, so then he's able to remember it all. Because as we've seen with while he's been interviewing, you know, Armand and Louis, they've been able to recite damn near everything that's ever happened in their life. So I don't know if that's part of a power.
Or maybe he just uploaded it to the cloud as he was typing away there and had everything on the computer. Who knows? That could very well be the truth.
Armand made the joke about it being a highly encrypted laptop.
Yeah, but again, that was an interesting twist and I would have been fine with it either way. Again, not knowing Anne Rice's novel, not recalling the original movie that we did, I would have been fine if it would have been a book just for Louis. But the fact that Daniel got to be famous and kind of throw it back into the face of people who doubted him and said things about him, good for him, I suppose. So yeah, a great wrap up to an amazing show. I thought it hit everything and left just enough open, of course, for part 3 or season 3, which is, I guess, currently underway right now.
Yeah, what a fantastic finish to a great part of Interview with the Vampire. This was great, especially in the end. We were finding out that it was Lestat all along that saved everyone. And one of you called it out during the last one. Who is the one really saving it? And I love that he got all these little tidbits, Daniel did, to be able to ask him the questions about and I love the way he did it too. He's like, sorry, I'm just bouncing around
It's
here.
like he
I
was
know.
Columbo. Just one more thing.
Yeah,
Just one more
he's
thing.
like, just one more thing, and I'm sorry, I'm bouncing. I'm not in the current, and I'm bouncing back to New Orleans, now back to Paris, and it was a great sleuthing of how he did that to figure out that it was in fact Lestat all along, and that it turns out that Armand was not just, I happened to walk in on them rehearsing. It was, I was directing them the whole time.
He was the one.
And Lestat was still patronizing him the whole time throughout the entire, run-throughs that they were doing, the rehearsals that they were doing. And they had to know, obviously, too, that Lestat was going to be a bit of a wild card, even when they did do the play for everyone. So the fact that they had in there and just he asked about Sam. Oh, maybe I'm misremembering.
Yeah, where was he?
And we even discussed that after the last episode. Correct? We're like, well, Armand is strong enough. He could. You'd think he would control his coven.
His coven.
He would be able to do it because, like I said, he picked up Santiago and put him in his place just a few episodes ago. So to see him sort of fall, yeah, you're right. No, instead he depended on the rules instead of his true feelings for someone. And then when he was banished and saved, he took full credit that was not his for the quote unquote banishment.
Yep.
And I thought it was really cool. We had wondered about that little stone garden that he had in there. When he was in it, I saw it calmed him down because even he did it at the end of the episode. So now we realize that's what he was buried in the coffin. Mm-hmm. So that's his way of relaxing. Is it takes him back to the time he's in the coffin because he said he was quiet and even when he thought he was. There was times, though, that he was screaming that he didn't realize he was screaming because your body is so whatever. So maybe that's a way for him now to calm himself down. So we saw when they got in an argument, it's Louis that it seems like he's the aggressor. Yep. And so maybe, what Lestat was telling in the play was right all along, that he was, in fact, the aggressive one in it. Mm-hmm. But it was not to say that Lestat didn't have his faults as well. And then
let's not gloss over that.
And then when they finally meet back in present time, and he's practicing on the wooden keyboard, I thought that was pretty good. But he has now devoted his life to just eating rats. The same thing that he always gave Louis crap for is you have to have a human because you need to have that nutrition, so to speak. But now you're doing that, and so. So it seems like he's trying to change his life, and then he asked him about 73, and Armand reached out to him, and the acting between those two in that scene again with Lestat coming to tears, it was powerful because when he asked him, "Did you try to hurt yourself?" He felt like there's something that he was responsible for because that's the last thing he wanted. As much as they had their faults, he didn't want anything to happen. He didn't want anything to happen to
unless
Louis.
He's the one doing it.
Well, yeah. Well, they're having a bad time. But other than that, it just an amazing part two. I can't wait to see where we go from here. And then we saw that Daniel got turned by Armand, so now he's got the 10 million. He's living the good life. He's gonna live forever. Yep. I mean, I popped when he had such weird sunglasses on in studio for that interview, and why he's talking so much shit to the guy. Probably because, well, if he says the wrong thing, I'll wait till he's walking home at night and bye him. So. This is great, and then all the other vampires talking crap, saying we're gonna get him. We should get him. We should take him out. We should bite him to death. We should incinerate him. And then he just says, "Hey, it's me here. Bring it. Don't sing it. Bring it." So
the door's open.
Yeah, the door's open. The
windows are
balcony's
unlocked.
open. Oh, I can't wait to see where it goes. But yeah, another great finish to another great part of this show.
I knew all along that Armand was a snake in the grass. Knew it. First time he said, love of my life, called bullshit. Nope. Now, what I didn't know initially was I thought that when they showed that, it was just the easy love. It was the passive love. It was the we get along and we make it work and it's not toxic love. So I'm going to accept, we go back to, what was it, Perks of Being a Wallflower. We accept the love that we think that we deserve. And that's how I felt about Armand initially, is that Louis was settling for, and I know this might be controversial, what he would call a boring love because of the ups and downs he had with Lestat. I would have never imagined, even though I said he wasn't the love of his life, that Armand would be as greasy, as manipulative, as terrible of a person / vampire as he was. Is it worse to just be an outwardly, overly emotional, very toxic at times person in a relationship, or is it worse to be manipulative, liar, keep secrets?
I'd say probably avoid both.
Yeah, I would agree.
But that's the thing, is it's just polar opposites of what they had. But Louis recognized, I think, or what Lestat's faults were, right? Because they're so out there, right? And meanwhile, Armand is just, look at you, God, I talked last me just like, I bet
Tasmanian Devil's back, folks.
If I go back and watch this a second time, that's if you're new to the channel, sometimes I get a little worked up. My emotions start running wild and I can't talk, and that is what the answer so kindly refers to as my Tasmanian Devil.
Well, that one time in the studio just kind of knocked us up, but that's another.
I think if I went back and watched this a second time, and anybody who, let us know if you watched a second time, the first time like he says, Armand's the love of my life, I'd be like, gag me with a spoon. I knew it, but yeah, no, look, it's such an interesting story of relationships, and if you look for people who have had, multiple relationships and the ups and downs, it's like, some people out there have never experienced it. Some people have, sometimes the most passionate relationships with the highest highs also come with the lowest lows. They're the most toxic. They're the ones
so exciting.
They're the ones they're the relationships that you probably, they're the relationships you probably, he's right. They're the relationships you probably shouldn't be in. Look, and we're certainly not justifying toxic.
No.
Go find yourself an ultra toxic relationship because the highs are going to be really exciting. No, but look, sometimes love's a crazy thing, man. Sometimes that's the way it is. The relationships with the highest highs have the lowest lows, and they're unhealthy and they can be inappropriate. It's not
like Louis is, perfectly straight-laced and right in his mind
we saw that, and they're two very imperfect people who came together and just really, really loved each other, quite literally to the ends of the earth. Mm-hmm. And is that a worse type of love to have than something that's stable and based off of lies and manipulation and misremembering or just flat out erasing of memories? Like, now I don't believe for 2 seconds, okay, that Louis asked Armand to erase his memories. That's just another one of Armand's manipulations. Oh, you asked me to erase your memories. How would I know? Well, you wouldn't, but you asked me. This guy is so full of shit.
Could have had him write a note and sign it.
Yeah, but the twists and turns that they gave
your
us,
signature.
because they're making you feel like in the last couple episodes, they're making you feel like, oh God, Armand was put in this terrible situation and he had to make a choice, but he made the choice to save Louis, and he was forced to watch. And then you learn the whole time the guy's directing the fucking play. And all he did at the end was save his own ass by he saw an
He said it was a 200-year plus coven or you.
Yeah.
And he wasn't sure.
He saw an opportunity to take credit for something that, look, Louis didn't want, or rather Lestat didn't want credit for it, because as he said in the end, I didn't feel like I had to put my virtues out there. Like, if you don't think I'm the person that saved you, like, I shouldn't. Fucking hell. There I go again. There's two people.
If you swear a lot, it helps.
There's two people in the theater, right? Like, you know what? I get Lestat here.
Joe Pesci and Home Alone.
There's two people. Two people in the theater, right? That have an opportunity to save him. And you know what? Louis, you thought it was Armand. You fucked up. And you know what? Good on Lestat for being like, you know what? You think who you want. You know what? You believe who you want. I'm getting way too worked up
I'll wait
over
for
this.
the truth to come.
You believe who you want to believe saved you. You know, if you really think it was this grease bag, opportunistic, just piece of shit, backstabbing, whatever, Armand, you know what? Believe it.
You better hope Armand isn't real.
We're all immortal here. So you know what? Maybe 70 years down the road, you'll realize that it wasn't him and I was the one all along. And then you know what? You can come to New Orleans and find me and make an apology. But I shouldn't have to tell you.
No, he was done trying to tell him.
I was done telling you that I'm the one who loves you.
Yep.
I'm the one who's going to do everything for you. I am way too worked up over a fictional story about vampires, but holy shit, they did a good job with this. You know, we came into this.
Yeah, you never were into this genre before.
No. But this is
not at all.
Look. This is way better than any other. Look,
yeah, it's beyond vampires.
This is okay. This is significantly better than the movie, and that's not a dig on the movie because Answer brought it up.
Sounds like it is to me.
Well, Answer, I think you brought it up after our last episode, or it might have been the previous one.
You only got 2 hours.
You got 2 hours to tell. And what a book? What did you say? A book like
isn't it like 30? I'll look it up.
It's like 30 minutes.
30
for 100
minutes for 100 pages. So look,
like
you're not gonna have a 3-hour movie and be able to tell this story. But, you know, coming into the final episode, I'm like, okay, are they going to wrap it up good? What's going to happen? And they gave us all the acting. They gave us the storyline. They put a pretty nice button on it that left it open. But at the same time, if they never did anything else, you'd be happy with it. They gave us more twists and turns. And the fact
that's what it is. It's 1 page per minute rule.
Oh, yeah.
So a 300-page novel should be 300 minutes. That's what it should be, which would be 5 hours.
Yeah, 300.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah, with caveats. Yeah. So look, I mean, they were able to tell so much more story with this, and that's why, you know, sometimes I think the one coming out, you know, the biggest one in the news right now is, of course, you know, the Harry Potter on HBO. And that's essentially what they're going to do as well. We're taking a book, instead of trying to condense it to a 3-hour movie, we're going to give you a 7 or 8 episode season. But they did it phenomenally here. As far as vampire stuff, look, we had fun with Twilight. Is it a great story? No, it's just fun to watch with the guys. You know, we did the Blade stuff, which is totally different, right? You can't really compare it at all because they're action films that are vampire. You know, we did the Underworld. We did the Underworld stuff, which some of those were good stories, but they're also kind of action type stuff. It's not anything in the same realm as this. And again, love Brad Pitt, love Tom Cruise, but nobody delivered for me. The shining star in this entire series was Sam Reed as Lestat. I am so blown away. I've said it every single episode. I hope just his career skyrockets from here. We know he's in the upcoming part 3, The Vampire Lestat, and I really hope after that, you know, he continues to get roles because he is so incredibly talented, and it's one of those things where it took me by surprise because I don't recall seeing him in anything, and it's like all of a sudden you see him, you're like. What a talent. And I will say the same thing about, again, the guy who played Santiago, Ben Daniels. I think Delaney Hales was great as Claudia.
Doom.
But Ben Daniels as Santiago was phenomenal. But so this particular episode, they gave us all the acting that we saw. They gave us an incredible story. They gave us twists and turns.
Yeah, Jacob Anderson really had a ton of different emotion and he went back and forth in this episode.
And I think that's, you know, I think this series was the role was a lot more challenging for Jacob Anderson than it was for Sam Reed. Because for Sam Reed, you have somebody who's like, okay, you're going to be very passionate. You are going to be, you know, this wild, crazy extrovert who just has this infectious personality. But with Jacob Anderson, he had to be the passionate Louis. He had to be the humbled Louis. He had to be the father. He had to be the sad. Like the emotional range that Jacob Anderson had to cover throughout this entire series is absolutely off the chain. And, the only other thing that, again, I've seen Jacob Anderson in that I recall is Game of Thrones. And they did give him a pretty good, I mean, if you've watched it, it's pretty here. And then, some definite ups and downs as far as his emotional range there. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, talk about a challenging role for Jacob Anderson. And again, having to cover just this huge array of emotions and ups and downs and everything that they threw at him in the script. So that was really impressive. I feel like I have so much to cover here, but really at the end of the day, I love the way they wrapped this story up. I loved that they gave us this twist that it was Armand just puppet master the whole time.
Just taking credit for what he didn't need to take
taking credit for things. And who knows how much, this is the thing, and I said that after the last episode, I want to go back and rewatch all of it because I want to see Armand's reactions during, because Armand was there the whole time. He's fake Rashid, right? Yep. Like I want to see his reactions. I want to see what's going on, and you wonder how much of Louis' memory of the way his life has been over the last 77 years is even real at this point. Mm-hmm. How much of it is just
how much did he get back?
How much did Armand just erase or hide, and is that something that continues to happen? And again, the relationship with Lestat and Louis, not perfect by a long shot, but the type of manipulation and lies and everything that Armand, it's like that's, I don't want to say your typical narcissistic behavior, but it's a very, very manipulative and dangerous and unhealthy relationship to be in when somebody can non-aggressively control you in that sort of manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, yelling and fighting, I don't think that's healthy for any couples, but for somebody to just like that super passive manipulation, it's so like, it just gives you the ick. I know it's for as complex of a story as we got here, and as much as they use the English language just poetically to just say, ick. He gave me the ick, but that's what it is. But I loved the story, loved everything about it, and I mean, I absolutely cannot wait for the third season. And this is actually one my fiance hasn't seen, and some of the stuff that we've watched on the channel, my fiance's never seen. And so for the new stuff that comes out on Netflix, new stuff that comes out in the theaters, we generally don't watch it together because I'm trying to avoid like the big shows, and she'll watch some of them. Like she went and watched the original Wednesday when it came out. I'm like, I'm not watching it. Probably going to watch it on the channel. But there's shows like this where we're getting into now, like what's some stuff you've watched on the channel that you really loved that we can go back and watch together. So this is one that I'm going to go watch.
Realistically,
now.
It's a pretty short watch. It's not like you're jumping into Game of Thrones or Sopranos or Walking Dead or something that's extended.
No, and really, you get home and little guy's in bed by 9:30. You can get 2 episodes in a night in a matter of a few weeks. Have this finished.
It's 15 episodes total, and there's 2 of them that are close to an hour. The rest of them are 42 minutes. So
although I have a feeling these are going to be like, hey, it's 2 a.m. We both have to get up.
Well, we can get one more. We can at least start it.
This is a short one.
It'd be like for me, for my wife, it'd be the classic. I'll start it and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, okay, which parts do I remember?
You wake up in the middle of which episode are we on?
Yep. So there you go.
Yeah, easy for me, folks. This is a 5. I gave last season a 5 as well. So 5 here. This was outstanding. Great stuff. I said everything I needed.
It's pretty hard to go against that. So 5, and there's he's got little fangs. Fangs. You have the red over there, otherwise I was gonna have blood pudding for you.
Easy 5 for me. Phenomenal show. Everything, writing, acting, set design, A to Z, everything about this series. First 2 parts, absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, A to Z. All right, start A. All right, I'm just kidding. Look at you guys absolutely loved it.
Blood pudding.
There we go. Look, you guys absolutely loved it. Thank you for recommending this for us. We absolutely loved it. We can now Now we have to wait till part 3, but we cannot wait as well as you guys. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next part, pals.